Hi YouTube, we're here. I want to show you how I set up my radio for the Carbon Cub SS. I did some flaps. Notice that it's mixed in with the elevator. Takeoff, landing, standard. Got approximately a 2-second deployment on that. Then I have my oh crap setting with elevator correction, which is more extreme, and then it cancels out these two settings. So no matter what setting I'm in, if I'm in takeoff, I can go to oh crap setting. If I'm in landing, I can go to oh crap setting. So it's going to exaggerate the flap setting. And so what I was going to do is I was going to show you how I set that up. So basically what I did was I used my speed setting to get my deployment to be a little bit quicker for my oh crap setting, which is tied to switch. This is switch A on a DX18. This is switch B, the flap mode switch. And I'll try to get an angle here so we don't have a big glare. So that's set there. And then we're going to go down to flap system. And obviously we have one flap servo in this Carbon Cub SS. And you can see with the oh crap setting, it goes all the way through the stroke now, which brings those things down way far, which is awesome. I mean, it's probably going to make the plane fly funny. It's going to want to loop just about, and so you're going to need a pretty aggressive correction on the elevator. But you don't want to be so aggressive that you lose your downstroke. I mean, you want a little bit of downstroke so you don't crash. So anyway, we'll shut that off. I'm going to show you my settings real quick. So within flaps, the way I did it was I set up position 1 was 100% positive, and as you can see, that's the neutral setting. At position 1, that's my takeoff setting, drops the wings down just a little bit, and then on position 3, you can see it drops it down to -20, and you're like, well, why don't you just go to -100? Well, you could do that if you wanted to, but I wanted to have more intermediate steps. So basically, those are the three settings with the elevator correction at 20 and 30. So you can see neutrally the elevator is at 22. So that's my trim. Then it goes to 44. Then it goes to 55. Okay, so back to neutral. When I put on my oh crap, it goes to 65. No matter which setting I am, it ends up in 65. Okay? Which is tricky to do, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so now that we have this all set, we can go back. We'll go to mixing. I'm not using any of the, well, I'm using aileron to rudder mixing so that I have coordinated turns with my ailerons. And then I basically have these three modes. They actually do my oh crap setting for the flaps. So you can see when it's turned on, or when it's pulled toward me, this goes. When it's pushed away from me, nothing happens. The offset is also 100, which means that you basically get a full throw all the way down. Okay? So that's the switch A, despite any flap mode being turned on. Okay, that's the only setting where that'll work. Okay? Then I basically make another setting where if I have the flaps on the takeoff setting, and I deploy a little bit less because it's already partially deployed because of the flap mode. Okay? And then the third setting is going to be slightly less still. Okay? So if I'm in full flap mode and then I do it, it's going to deploy to 100%. You don't want to overdrive the servos on ultra micros. It'll screw with you. Okay, then we have basically that I'm tying A to the elevator as well. So this is actually 100, 0. Or actually -100, 100. In terms of the A, if it were a channel, okay? On the DX18, that's the way it's set up. So when A is activated, then we do our elevator correction tied to this, not tied to the elevator, because then you're going to change the amount of throw from regular flight mode. And you don't want to tie it to the flaps because depending on where your switch is, it makes it really complicated. So just tie it to the stupid switch. Okay, then you can get your setting set to where it's an appropriate amount of deflection. Okay, same thing. I'm going to go back. And you have to set 3 of those. You have to set 1 for no setting, for flap mode, 1 for the takeoff flaps, and you can notice that that value is 19 instead of being 40, because we already have some elevator correction built into flap mode. Okay, and then the third and final setting for the elevator correction is just barely any. It's -9. So if we're in full flap mode and then we do a deployment of the oh crap, it's going to bring it down just a little bit more, and you can see that it goes from 55 to 65. But regardless of where we have our flaps, we're always going to have the same level of elevator correction in oh crap mode. Basically, oh crap mode is you're flying along and you want to get away from something quickly, or you just want to do like crazy tight turns. Now, yes, you can tie your flaps to the elevator, or to your elevator right here. Elevator to flap on a DX18. This is a DX18. Incidentally, this is a Gen 1 DX18, not Gen 2, so there's no talking or anything like that. I do have a Vario and everything in here, but I just don't have the lady that tells me my battery's low, which is fine, because I don't need another lady telling me anything. I'm married. Anyway, guys, if you want to do it yourself, it's really not that hard. It is a little bit of a pain in the butt. It always seems to be different on every plane, no matter what I try. So, oh crap, takeoff, landing, oh crap. And that's going to be a lot of deflection. So I'm really curious to see if it stalls the wing right away. And we're going to find out real quick. Expect to see a flight video here pretty soon, guys. As usual, thanks a lot for watching. Oh, and by the way, if I haven't mentioned, this plane has seen better days. I love the Carbon Cub SS. It's one of my favorite planes. And it just kills me that it's been discontinued. But at the same time, you know, this thing flies so much better than J3 Cub, but it is a little bit quicker. So the thing is, out-of-box flaps, out-of-box LEDs. I mean, really, guys, this is a good value considering the amount of effort it takes to put in flaps. And the other thing, too, is if you watch my videos with the J3 Cub, which I have flaps and LEDs on there, my LEDs are far superior to the factory LEDs. But if they came with factory LEDs, you know what? They're going to be good with me. I might add something or supplement the LEDs a little bit. Oh, and by the way, they run on low voltage, so you can't just throw any other LED in there, because they're only kicking out a like 2.2 volts. So I can't just replace these with another LED. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Keep your eyes out for a flight video, and I have one other mod video. I'm probably do some leading edge slats on this, or not leading edge slats. I think I'm going to try to do some vortex generators, and I have an idea to use these straws for that. So keep an eye out for that here coming up soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.